Hey everybody, I'm Sarah here with Erin in Craft Habit.
Hi.
We have got some exciting new findings in our jewelry section and we wanted to show them to you. What's different about these compared to what we have had in the past and still have is a lot of these are glue-in findings. So for example, these are called bullet end caps, and these are basically something that you just put cords inside. So you could put leather in there, you could put multiple strands of thin leather, thicker leather, you could do cord, and you just glue it in, and then it has this nice little end with a hole where you can put your split rings or whatever you need. We have those in a bunch of colors and sizes. I've got shiny copper, we've got silver plated, gold plated, this is sort of antique brass, different sizes as well, larger and smaller. So we wanted to show you some things you can do with these glue-in findings and how they work. So one really cool one we also got is this half moon clamp.
Yeah.
So it's a half moon shape, and on the inside, nom, 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 nom.
It's like a little taco.
It's like a little taco or a little half a Pac-Man. And this clamp, it doesn't have any ridges inside, it doesn't have any teeth. So this is definitely one that needs glue depending on what you put in it. So here's a sample. I made up one sample of things.
I love this.
Let me throw this
So
up
pretty.
there.
Mm-hmm. So pretty.
So this, to do this, I just used a bunch of our cotton macrame string, and I cut a bunch of small pieces. I glued them inside the little mouth of this half moon thing. I let it dry and then I clamped it down. So the glue is really holding it more than the clamp. The clamp is giving a little bit of extra. And so it's super basic. There's no trick to it. It's just glue. With this, I used E6000. I like
Love
this
that
a lot.
stuff.
Yeah, it's a heavy, thick coat.
Yeah.
Glue, it coats things well. And the same thing for the clasps. So this we hung on leather. Mm-hmm. This is a 2mm leather, and these are called barrel end clasps. These are actually 3mm, they're a little bit longer. So to put the clasp on, I coated the end of the leather in some E6000, and I let that dry so it's a little bit thicker than usual. Mm-hmm. And then I glued it into there with GS Hypo Cement, our other great jewelry glue.
Oh.
So it's a little 1-2 combo. So the gluing takes a little bit longer, to be patient.
How long does it take to dry fully before you can wear it?
You know what? I just let them sit overnight to be careful. Better safe. I could pick it up and move it around after an hour or so, but I didn't want to risk it.
I can't make it like right before I go out because
No.
I'm a last minute, like I need something to wear going out, so I need to plan for this.
You need to plan for this.
Okay.
Erin, what kind of thoughts do you have about things that you would want to make with some of these new things?
I have a lot of ideas. I'm not a jewelry person. I will be the first to admit.
You're learning.
I'm learning. My background is in textiles, and that's just where I feel most comfortable. Yeah. But I love jewelry. I love other people to make it for me. But I am going to try, I think I'm going to try this.
The little half moon
Yes,
print.
the half moon. And I definitely want to make a necklace with, because I'm a fibers person. Mm-hmm. I want to take some different macrame rope. I'm not sure what color yet. To make a necklace, I need pretty stones. These are pretty. I didn't bring any back, but I was looking at some of our rose quartz, things like that. So, but I also want to make maybe some earrings.
Oh, that'd be cool.
With this, and this is one of my favorite felts that we have. Yeah. This metallic felt's one of my favorite colors. So I was thinking we could cut it. I might cut it in a, do we have the copper?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I maybe cut something like that out of the pink.
Yeah. So it's a circle folded in half, basically, to mirror.
For an earring, or even like cutting slits in it to make it like a fringe.
That'd be cool. That's when you can even like stitch beads onto, or hang more things from it. The felt is pretty sturdy, so like this felt, you could poke holes in it and hang more things from it too if you wanted to use this. And we like this. It's I mean, I'm not against leather personally, but this is a really cool alternative, and it stands up really well. It's pretty easy to work with.
And it might be kind of cool if you had a thinner layer. I'm not really holding this properly, but a thinner layer of some kind of fiber on top of the felt, and then you clamped that down on top. I don't know. So you had multiple layers.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And with these clamps, definitely the thinner your material is that you're putting in, the more glue you need. Like this is, like this was a pretty thin layer of this. I put a lot of glue. If you were going to clamp in, say like, if we took this felt folded it over, maybe put another piece of felt on top and fold it over. You'd still want to glue it, but this actually almost fills up that space, so then you can just clamp it together.
Right.
And one more tip for these: when you are going to clamp these down, you can use regular pliers, just regular flat pliers. Regular jewelry pliers, let me be clear. You want ones that aren't ridged on the inside. And when I clamped mine, I put paper over it so that when I clamp it down,
Smart.
I'm not touching them automatically. So paper or a piece of scrap felt is good just to protect that surface, because it is so shiny. If you get some little marks on it, they'll probably show up. So it's just as effective to clamp it with a little bit of protection in there.
Yeah.
I like these because it allows us to use leather and thicker cord that are really popular in jewelry making right now.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, see, since I'm going out tonight, I don't have to make anything because Sarah made it for me. There you go.
It's going to be $200.
Sure.
Know your worth.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you, Sarah. This was very helpful.
You're welcome. Thank you for chatting with me. And come in. We'll have more ideas for you. Happy to answer questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.